meditate, you have to read, you have to study, you have to fast, you have to, talk about him. Okay? And it says, and he shall be like an it, that means tree, planted by the rivers of Mayhem. Mayhem means water, that brings forth its fruit in its season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. So, you're doing like you're supposed to on y'all, whatever, he'll make sure that no matter what it is that you do, that you'll be successful at it, but you have to put him first. It's a spiritual thing first. Like say for instance, my wife, she want to be a nurse, but like I tell her, hey, you got to put him first, and he'll help you, do all the other things that you want to do that's secondary. Okay? It says, but the wicked are not so, but are like the shaft that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked shall not stand in the mishpat, which means judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the Zadakim, which means righteous. For Yahweh knows the halakha ways of the Zadakim, which is righteous, but the halakha of the wicked shall perish. So that lets you know that if you're wicked and you stay in your ways, you're going to be gone forever and you're going to be forgotten about it. And you're going to be destroyed. But you know that Yahweh, he remembers the righteous. And so that's, Psalms 1. Father, y'all for that scripture. And I hope it be a blessing. And I feel like everybody should strive to be like that.
That was all right, bro. That was all right. That was all right. Anyone else want to read?
Achki, got anything for me? Like to hear you say something.
Great. I got some little rolls of the 300 and 600.
613
laws. And I would that everybody get one that can read. Everybody get one that can read, especially little adults. And there are laws that have been sort of moved aside because of Et HaMashiach. We don't have to do no more. But it's good to know the way it's supposed to be. And I just love everything that has happened since this. Even this morning, I was sitting there nodding.
Yeah.
Waiting on them to come. And waiting on you to come.
I gotta get in this here.
Had to bind the enemy because this is something that got to happen. And this is just the beginning of the assembly that Yah is putting together, that Yahuwah is putting together. And look at each other because we know each other. We're gonna walk together. We're brothers. But I'm like Brother Hollis. I'm waiting for Israel. Boy, when we get in Israel, it's gonna be so many people. Just like he said, your descendants shall be as the stars in heaven and the sand of the sea. Do you know how many people that is?
Yeah, you can't count them.
You could pick up a handful of sand out the sea, and you can't count them. Just think all of those people coming to Jerusalem, shouting at HaMashiach and praising Yahuwah. It's going to be awesome. And I sort of moan for the world because they walk around in darkness. The lights are on. But let our lights come on. Let our lights come on because he, Et HaMashiach, was the one that came out of the mountain, walked down through, hear me now, walk. And I had a problem coming down here. He walked, strapped on his sandals in the mountain, and he walked down through 42 generations. 42 generations just to say, I love you.
Yeah.
42
years of walking, in other words.
Just to tell you, I stopped by to see if you're going to be all right. He did it just for you and me. Awesomely done. He stopped by at Abraham days and said, don't worry about Abraham. I got the heat out this furnace. Right. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I got the heat out this furnace. Sarah, I'm going to handle him. I know that Abraham is your husband. He don't know that. But I'm going to make, before it's over, he going to know it.
Oh, yeah, he knows.
But we have to study. We have to study, young as well as old. We have to study. And then I won't have to go to nobody. Because then I'll be done study for myself. I know for myself. But then if you don't understand, then you got brothers. You got brothers that we can go to and say, set me on the right path. Show me what it's talking. And they haven't given us all the books. So when we studied, we started finding books. We started finding books. That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. That when you sit down and read them, they just make you cry. They make you cry because you see the full story. So my word is for us as the assembly, as the family coming together, let's study. Because we want to be on the same page that he's on. Not the same page that man's on, but the same page that he's on.